Hello, everyone. This is Yuko. In this channel, I will be sharing information in English about events happening in China that may not be widely covered in other countries. I've gathered information from various media sources, so I'd appreciate your comments on the content of the videos. English is not my native language, so I'm using an AI speaker to read in English. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel and supporting it. Now, let me introduce you to the wild world of China. This time, I'd like to talk about Isiden, which has been in business in China for 30 years. They have decided to close their 2 stores in Tianjin by the end of February 2024. While this news has been reported in Japan, Isiden, operating department stores in Tianjin for 30 years, announced the closure of 2 stores next year, citing the expiration of the building's lease contracts. Even if they wanted to continue operations, they could have renewed the contracts. However, the department store business in China is currently facing a crisis. This situation is not unique to Isiden. Several other well-known department stores in China have also closed recently. In November, Dongfang Commercial, which had been operating for 28 years in Beijing, closed its doors. While officially stated as a temporary closure for restructuring, the future revival remains uncertain given the current economic environment in China. In December, Xinyuan, a department store in Guangzhou, closed after 15 years of operation. Additionally, Tenggakeng, a department store in Koshu, operated for 11 years, is set to close this year. The reasons for these closures are similar to Isiden, as many of these department stores' building leases have expired. However, this is not just about the convenient timing of lease expiration, it reflects the challenging economic conditions for department stores in China. As the leases end, the decision to close is seen as a practical choice given the challenging economic climate. This trend of department store closures has been accelerated, especially after the lifting of zero-COVID policies last year. While the hope was that traditional retail would recover with the end of pandemic restrictions, the economic situation in China, particularly in the real estate sector, has worsened. With the onset of a deflationary economy, Chinese consumers are becoming more cautious about spending, favoring online options over department stores. This shift in consumer behavior is making department store management increasingly difficult. Even luxury department stores are struggling, as consumers, instead of buying expensive items from these stores, are opting for more affordable alternatives online. The economic challenges are expected to continue, leading to further closures of department stores. The impact of department store closures goes beyond the stores themselves. It affects employees, suppliers, and the overall economy. Companies that had contracts with these department stores are facing deteriorating performance, potential layoffs, and even bankruptcy. This negative spiral is likely to continue, posing a significant challenge to China's economy. While the Chinese government is taking measures to support the real estate sector, such as increasing bank loans, the effectiveness of these efforts remains uncertain. Despite the clear understanding that these measures may not resolve the underlying issues, the government continues with these actions, potentially leading to severe consequences for the banking sector. In conclusion, the closure of department stores in China reflects a deeper economic challenge and a shift in consumer behavior. The impact of these closures extends beyond individual stores, affecting various sectors and potentially leading to a prolonged economic downturn. Observing how China's economy and banking sector adapt to these challenges will be crucial in understanding the broader implications of this situation. The impact of department store closures extends beyond the stores themselves. It affects employees, suppliers, and the overall economy. Companies that had contracts with these department stores are facing deteriorating performance, potential layoffs, and even bankruptcy. This negative spiral is likely to continue, posing a significant challenge to China's economy. While the Chinese government is taking measures to support the real estate sector, such as increasing bank loans, the effectiveness of these efforts remains uncertain. Despite the clear understanding that these measures may not resolve the underlying issues, the government continues with these actions, potentially leading to severe consequences for the banking sector. In conclusion, the closure of department stores in China reflects a deeper economic challenge and a shift in consumer behavior. The impact of these closures extends beyond individual stores, affecting various sectors and potentially leading to a prolonged economic downturn. Observing how China's economy and banking sector adapt to these challenges will be crucial in understanding the broader implications of this situation. Once again, the economic challenges in China extend beyond the real estate sector, as department stores are also finding it difficult to continue operations. Various issues have become apparent, and attempting to force an exit from the real estate sector might only exacerbate the existing wounds. The ongoing grand experiment, considering the consequences, is intriguing. Moving on to another recent event, there's an incident involving China Eastern Airlines. China Eastern Airlines, known for a crash incident last year, faced another incident in December. On December 3, a China Eastern Airlines flight from Shanghai to Hong Kong experienced a significant issue. A loud explosion occurred on the left side of the aircraft, followed by severe vibrations and a burnt smell inside the plane. The flight, originally scheduled to arrive in Hong Kong at 10:49 a.m., changed its course and made an emergency landing at Shenzhen Airport. While the emergency landing was successful with no reported human casualties, the incident has raised questions about the cause. Passenger accounts suggest engine failure, but the focus is now on potential maintenance issues. Amidst a deteriorating performance in China's aviation industry and cost-cutting measures, concerns arise about insufficient maintenance. The speculation is that this incident might not be an accident but a result of human error. The aviation industry in China has been facing financial challenges, and the suspicion is that adequate maintenance might not have been performed due to cost-cutting measures. It's worth noting that China's aviation industry has been struggling since the significant fatal accident last year. This recent incident, occurring within a short time frame, has raised suspicions about whether proper maintenance is being conducted regularly. The exact cause of the incident is yet to be officially announced, and given China's tendency to potentially conceal such information, it adds an element of uncertainty. The aviation authorities' statements will be closely watched to understand the true cause and whether maintenance procedures are being followed. As we await further updates on this matter, it remains an interesting and concerning situation that warrants close attention. That concludes our discussion for today. Until next time.